The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I'm Erwin Ursua and I'm streaming live from Quezon City. Good evening. Welcome to Win Within on TNC. Good evening, winners. It's 39 days before Christmas. So I'm sure all of you are excited. So good evening, good evening. It's another Wednesday night. It's another Wednesday night here on Win Within on TNC. And of course, 7:30 p.m., your usual partner here on TNC, Win Within. So good evening and good day, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever part of the world you are right now. So magandang gabi, magandang Wednesday night. And of course, we'll be having a good topic again tonight. And the title of our our episode tonight is of course, it's not too late. No, it's never too late to pivot in life. And as we go on the show right now, you will learn a lot, of course, from our guest about how he pivoted in life. Even though when I was talking with him, he was telling me that he pivoted late, but as long as sabi ko nga sa kanya, as long as you are really ready to readjust and restart life, there's nothing wrong. And actually, he would I know he would expand on that later on when as he explains to us his Ikigai. Yan. Okay. So without further ado, we would like now to call our guest tonight who will be talking about pivoting in life. And he's none other than Mr. Mark Mercado, an associate unit manager of Pru Life. Hello, good evening,
Thank you.
Mark. Hello,
Thank
hello,
you. Good
hello, hello.
evening.
Welcome to
Hello.
Win Within on TNC.
Yes, thank you for having me, Erwin, and to our viewers tonight. And good evening. And thank you for this opportunity to share to our audience yung how I pivoted in life. And I hope ma-inspire ko rin sila.
Yes, of course, of course. Actually, guys, Mark right now is in a hotel right now in Makati. I think there's an awarding ceremony happening today in their company, and I'm sure he will be part of those who will be given awards. So congratulations in advance, Mark.
Thank
And
you.
of course, um, Mark, can you please ako I'll go straight to the straight to the meat of the our sabi ko nga sa'yo,
Sure.
it's our kwentuhan. Yan. Can you
Yes,
share
yes.
something about can you share something about Mark before being an associate unit manager?
Okay, so
What
okay, thank you for that, Erwin. So, first of all, before shifting to my current career, I was with a pharmaceutical company.
Mm-hmm.
and I I spent my 15 years of my life there, and I really love sales. Doon ako na natuto talaga after graduation. Actually, that was my
Mm-hmm.
second job.
Mm-hmm.
First job was in telecommunication, then I transferred to
Mm-hmm.
pharma. And
Mm-hmm.
most of my informative years when it comes to corporate was built there. No? The
Mm-hmm.
foundation of respect for people, integrity, and the excellence were imparted
Mm-hmm.
with me with my pharmaceutical company. So there na nahasa yung sales ko. So and from there na from the mentors I had nakita ko na sales is where the money is. So sabi ko. So ayun,
Mm-hmm.
medrep
Mm-hmm.
no, first time. Tapos ayun, the reason for me to enter the pharmaceutical industry kasi before that's the fastest way for one to have a car. No, remember? Meron kang, di ba? That's the fastest way for you to have a car eh. So that's what I did. So I entered pharmaceutical. Then after a month lang, because I was part of a specialty team in Eli Lilly. Ayan. So I was
Mm-hmm.
part of the
Mm-hmm.
specialty team. So very cohesive yung group namin, and the support's very really fast. So I got my first car there, and ayun, doon ako na hasa ano, because the training in my company back then was really robust, and
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot from how to approach
Mm-hmm.
doctors, and bibigyan ka lang talaga ng listahan eh. Ito yung listahan mo, Mark,
Mm-hmm.
puntahan mo and magpakilala ka. Parang ganun siya.
Wow.
Yes, so ganun siya. Yes, so after the product training, the scientific lectures for the disease and incorporated with the products that we have, you are given a list of doctors and the addresses of their hospitals. You have to go
Mm-hmm.
there personally, introduce yourself, bring out your business card, and yeah, work with them already. Do your rapport building. Ganun
Mm-hmm.
kaagad siya. So, walang baby-baby. So, everything was pure experience-based learning, actually.
Wow, grabe.
Ayan.
I guess the rapport building talaga was very engaging, and at the same time it was very challenging because just like what you've told me right now, that you really parang you went in the war right away, no? Kumbaga sa ano, after giving you the backpack of what everything that you need, you really went to war right away. And
That's
with
correct.
that, where were you assigned before? Were you assigned in the province or assigned in
Okay.
Manila?
Sige. When it comes to the assignment, my first assignment was Makati Medical Center. So,
Mm-hmm.
Makati Med. So, yun, it's one of the top uh, hospitals that we have here. So, top din dapat yung sa aking academe, yung training ko, nag-top kasi ako. So, that's why I'm the one
Wow,
assigned
congrats.
there. Oo, thank you very much. So, kasi nga high profile yung mga clients namin doon, yung mga doctors, they are influencers and keynote speakers yung hinahandle
Yeah.
ko doon. So,
I guess key opinion leaders also, no? Mga ganun.
exactly, key opinion leaders. And I was assigned in the psychiatry specialty because
Mm-hmm.
I'm carrying Prozac, so antidepressants,
Prozac.
ganyan. So, yeah, antidepressants, antipsychotics. So, ang field ko noon was CNS, Central Nervous System, and the client that I'm catering is psychiatrists and neurologists.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ganyan. So, yun yung aking
Okay.
mga client. So, after nung Makati Med, I was transferred na siguro about 2 years lang, and I was transferred to the new medical city already. Doon na ako talaga tumagal
Mm.
kasi 13 years ako doon eh. 2 years doon sa Makati Med
Wow.
and 13 years na doon sa medical city. Ito
In
talagang,
Pasig.
oh, in Pasig, no? In Pasig. So, from yung mga residents doon, naging consultants na, naging senior consultants na, I was there. I was there.
Wow. So,
Ganon kaya,
uh,
yeah.
so you were telling me that it's 12 years. So how was the relationship? Imagine you were with them when there were still interns and residents, and then when they become consultants, yun nga yung kumbaga practicing doctors already, just for, of course, just for the info of for
Yes.
those who were not, who, I mean, to the
Mm-hmm.
audience or winners who are not familiar with the doctors or hospital operations. So how was that? How was your building rapport with them when they were still starting, and then and then when they became already consultants?
Well, good point, no? Thank you for asking me that. Kasi in the pharmaceutical industry, it's 80% or 90% relationship building for you to get
Yes.
the sale or for you to be endorsed, no? So when I have my first year there, I yeah, siyempre establish your rapport with the residents. Tapos ngayon consultant na sila,
Mm-hmm.
no? So from the time that they were studying, you are there already. From their struggles as
Mm-hmm.
a resident, intern residents, and senior residents and
Mm-hmm.
chief resident. Tapos ngayon consultant na. The edge was really there because when they get to be a consultant already and have their own clinics in the medical arts building, the
Mm-hmm.
relationship is still there. Tapos, alam mo yun, pinauuna ka. Ganun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
pinauuna ka and, the first thing or the pinakagusto ko doon, the relationship that I built is I believe I'm the one on top of their mind when it comes to requesting something, hey, meron tayong project, let's ask Mark. Hey, meron tayong gantong kailangan, let's ask Mark. So, they
Yeah.
always partner with me because the dependability was already established and from, through the years I was there when they need something and yung opportunity to collaborate from our side, the scientific lectures, then we got them as speakers. So nagkaroon talaga ng connection. So it's
Mm-hmm.
very, very, collaborative nung naging consultant na sila. So they inform me until such time na merong client or merong doctor nagtayo siya ng hospital. It's a mental hospital. And would you believe I was invited to be industrial partner to that point.
Wow. Yeah,
Yes.
galing. Yeah,
So
that's great.
yes, oo. So
Mm-hmm.
parang ganun siya, no? So up until now, we're still bonded. So 20 plus years have passed. Nandun pa rin yung hospital. We have a branch in Pasig and as well as in
Mm-hmm.
Cebu. So, parang
Mm-hmm.
gano'n, 'di ba? For you to be invited as a industrial partner for a business,
Partner, yeah.
ako lang yung hindi doktor, eh.
So you're still
All
part
of
of
the
that, you're still part of that
Yes.
hospital. Wow, great.
Yes,
That's great,
and I
huh?
still, even though I'm in a different field right now, they're still my client. Would you believe?
Okay,
Client ko
yeah.
pa rin siya up until now. Yes, gano'n siya.
Wow. Ganun siya. Okay. So, I guess this also when I do my team buildings with different companies. In fact, I just
Mhm.
finished a team building with the medical city
Wow!
it's actually with the neurodevelop what do you call that? Center for Developmental Pediatrics.
Pediatrics.
So
Wow! Oh
yeah,
my God,
the
small
other
world,
day,
small
yeah,
world.
yeah, the other day lang
Napaka-small
actually.
world.
Yeah.
Talaga? Kasi kilala
Yeah,
ko
yeah,
lahat
yeah, yeah.
sila. Kilala ko lahat.
Talaga. I
Oo,
think
kilala
the
Dr.
head was
Jane D, Dr.
Marie Lim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
si Marilim. Andun si
Yeah,
Dr.
Marie.
Manalo,
Yeah.
Dr. Jean D,
Yeah.
right?
Gindi, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, oo
So
sila. Oh, ang
yun,
dami.
yun.
Siyempre,
I
Tanchampo.
conducted I conducted their team
Yesterday, that
building.
was
And
yesterday. Wow, my God. Naku,
yesterday pala.
sobrang kinover ko sila kasi I
Yesterday.
was the later part of my pharmaceutical career.
Mm-mm.
I was part of we have a medicine for ADHD. So
Yeah.
they are my clients, yung developmental
Okay.
pediatrics.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. That's great. And I guess in nga, no, the relationship that you develop with your doctors, even parang
Mhm.
went beyond the work. Eh. So I guess yun nga yung tinuturo ko na parang if you really have a good engagement and then your partner or your client or your customer trust you also, and at the same time have that real collaboration. I think
Mhm.
that those three actually are really good kumbaga, backbones that you can depend on, especially in developing rapport, relationship with with different clients, and of course the doctors that you've worked with, I guess. And now, diba, the fruits of it are actually very very I mean, being still part of the hospital, still kumbaga you are still reaping it, diba? So that's great. And,
Yes, yes, that's very
okay.
true. That's very true.
Mm. And yun, uh, from your pharmaceutical stint, is there a transition? How did you transition into your current current work right now as an associate unit manager for Pru Life? Was there
Okay.
a certain tipping point, or a certain parang life transformation that happened to you? That's why you transferred to a different industry?
Yes, nako, good point, no? So let me share with you how I pivot from pharmaceutical industry and to my current profession right now. So actually, there was a lot of realization along the way. That's why that paved the way for me to, transfer industry. So for the longest time kasi, I was really happy doing my pharmaceutical profession. But, as you mature, makikita mo yung mga goals mo nag-iiba. Tama? As you
Mm-hmm.
mature, our goals differ or change, no, along the way. So nakita ko hindi na align yung goals ko do sa current job, or yung current
Mm-hmm.
profession ko cannot provide me the goals or the result or the goals that I wanted for myself.
Mm-hmm.
No? So number one is, siyempre number one, di ba? Monetary. So sabi ko, ha?
Yeah.
So I've been uh, uh, listening to our financial gurus. So nakikita ko, oy, oh nga, no? And I've been learning a lot from them. So sabi ko, oh nga, no? Sabi nga ni Marvin Germo,
Marvin.
if
Yeah.
you, Marvin, yeah, sila Rex
Yeah.
Mendoza, yeah, Randall. So sabi nga nila, if you have big dreams, don't fit it in your small wallet. No? Create a bigger wallet to fit your big dreams. You don't sacrifice your dreams. Kasi you have
Mm-hmm.
only one life and the time is
Yep.
ticking. You cannot, it's the most, well, for me right now, yung time is the most, scarce talaga na resource that we have, eh. No?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot save it, you can only spend time. It's only outgoing. So nakikita ko yung hindi na align talaga yung pharmaceutical industry for my goals. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
sabi ko, Lord, number two is another reason for me to leave the industry was um, to live righteously and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, na ano ko rin yun na marami kasing well, to be honest, maraming temptation, maraming mga
Yep.
opportunities for a person in the pharmaceutical industry to do things that you will not be proud of in the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So napaka-sales, so napakadami niyan. So sabi ko,
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I'm here currently. I'm here in my life na in a time, on a season in my life wherein ito na lang ba?
Mm-hmm.
Parang gano'n, no? Parang ito na lang ba ako? Hanggang dito na lang ba?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the
Mm-hmm.
questions lingering in my mind, no? So I've been
Mm-hmm.
asking, Lord, given an opportunity na wala nang ganito, no? Provide me or lead me to a industry wherein I can I cannot have this opportunity or wala mga ganitong mga scene, no? Or mga temptation,
Mm-hmm.
hindi available, kumbaga. Hindi available. Kasi if the temptation not available, hindi ka matitempt, so hindi mo siya magagawa. So, yun yung
Correct.
pangalawang reason. So, sabi ko, uy,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And, ayun na nga. Then, I met my friend who
Mm-hmm.
was in Pru Life. And
Mm-hmm.
he then invited me to an orientation. So, I did, no? Kasi sabi
Mm-hmm.
ko, okay. Kasi backgrounder lang, no? My parents or my mom is from the other red company. It's called
Okay.
AIA. Yeah. So, for the
Mm-hmm.
longest
Mm-hmm.
time kasi, nandun na siya.
Mm-hmm.
So for the longest time, nandun na yung mom ko. Sabi ko, parang okay naman yung mom ko. Tingnan mo, napag-aral niya kami with this kind of profession. So I did
Mm-hmm.
I did some research and finally attended the orientation. I fell in love with it. Why? Kasi growing
Mm-hmm.
up, no, yun ang narinig ko sa dinner table namin. It's all about insurances. It's all about protection. So I grew
Mm-hmm.
up na yun ang narinig ko sa parents ko, especially my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it a try. Tapos the learning curve was there, but very little lang. Very little yung
Mm-hmm.
hindi masyado stiff yung learning curve. So parang wow,
Mm-hmm.
parang natural na natural. So I fell in love with the
Mm-hmm.
industry for the first time nung
Mm-hmm.
orientation. Then eto na ako ngayon.
Yeah, great.
Ganun
Oh,
siya.
so
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Yung your exposure also with your parents, I think really helped a lot. I mean, it's easier for you to absorb what are the
Mhm.
good things about the industry, about the insurance industry because yun nga, sabi mo nga as you've said, parang it was actually their bread and butter on how to bring parang how they were parang how they provided for your education and of course all the
Yes.
things that you need, no? Do you, I guess with your siblings, do you have siblings or
Yes, I do have siblings.
ayun?
Yeah, I do have siblings, but I'm the youngest, no, of three
Ah, okay.
boys. I'm the youngest of
Mm-hmm.
three boys. My brother's also in the protection industry. Like
Ah,
he owns a company that caters for health cards.
health cards. Wow, great. That's great.
So parang ganun, di ba?
Okay.
So it's a part of the portfolio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you were mentioning Ikigai when we were
Mhm.
talking before the episode. So
Yes.
how did you find your Ikigai actually?
Wow. Really, it's a for me to answer that. It's really an answered prayer. No?
Mm-hmm.
Having, you know, one or me finding my ikigai because uh,
Ikigai.
as my ikigai kasi ngayon nakikita ko it's something na I like doing, no, it's
Mm-hmm.
something na I I I I have this fulfillment while doing it. Hindi ko siya
Mm-hmm.
ma-close yung client, hindi maniwala sa akin, but still doing it. So parang, and you get paid for it. You get compensated while doing it. And there
Mm-hmm.
is for me, there is I'm part of nation building by doing personal finance, sharing
Mm-hmm.
personal finance, protection for the family. And hindi lang doon, you're giving back to the society also. So
Mm-hmm.
that builds the spectrum of my ikigai, why I fell in love really with this business right now, I'm currently in. Kasi gusto ko yung topic, no? Gusto ko yung
Mm-hmm.
topic on savings, on investments, managing portfolios and those stuffs, no? And nakikita ko and there is the need, no? Society needs these kinds of learning curves.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi yung
Yeah.
Pilipino, makikita natin, 'di ba? Parang na-stuck na tayo sa bangko, na-stuck na tayo sa
Mm-hmm.
savings. No? We're
Yeah.
we're we're actually we're actually behind our Asian counterparts like Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Taiwan on
Yeah.
investing, no? Not just investing, but also on uh, insurance, no? Kita
Yeah.
mo yung compare lang natin, Philippines, less than 3% of the population has insurance. Any form,
Yes.
any form of
Yeah.
insurance. Ang liit, 'di ba? So the market is
Yeah.
still
100.
98%. Oo. Compared to our Malaysian and Singapore counterparts, their population has 52%
Wow.
of
Yeah.
their
Bigger.
population has insurance of any form.
Mm-hmm.
But mind you, 52 yung sa kanila, mas malaki yung market opportunity sa atin. But alam mo ba, miski 52 na yung penetration rate sa both countries, their
Mm-hmm.
demand or their sales are far bigger than the Philippines.
Mm.
'Di
Wow.
ba no? So the advocacy is lacking. Wala
Actually,
pa
yeah.
doon yung wala pa
Mm-mm.
doon yung mga Pilipino, wala pa doon yung hindi pa nila priority kasi up until now
Yeah.
having a protection is an obligation. It's not a
Yeah. Actually,
priority.
I think I
Yes,
guess the pandemic helped also no for the
exactly.
increasing knowledge of insurance. And
Exactly.
however, yun nga, what if the pandemic didn't happen? So I think you as also as financial advisor right now can take advantage of what's happened of what happened also. And I agree with you in terms with of the ano no yung sa financial lacking of financial knowledge of most of Filipinos kasi I just also came from Singapore right now, and I can see some I think high school or college students looking at their iPads or their phone. And when I saw them, so nakikimarites ako with their phones. So when I was looking at them, they were doing stock market. So sabi ko, wow, student stock market, and they are using the train. So meaning I don't know. Of course, here in our country, if you're using a train, syempre, you're not that yet established if you're a student, di ba? But doon kasi, parang, sabi ko, it means na parang, they are, maybe above average, assuming, of course, this is an assuming, above average, still they know, they have that financial literacy already as young as college students. If they are college student pa nga, because if they are high school, talagang wow, di ba? So so I assume na lang na they are college students. So that means as early as college life, they have they have that financial literacy already. So I guess that should be parang one of the priorities right now. I remember I was also talking to I think an official of DepEd or something. Yeah. One of an official of DepEd, and I was telling him na we should really inject financial literacy in the curriculum. I, in especially for college, actually can go as low as high school already. So I think the advocacy, and at the same time what financial advisors are doing right now. Yes, of course, in reality, there's sales, there's commission, but I think the advocacy kasi can really be a big help for those, or for the country, for our countrymen to know more about how to handle their finances. Na yun nga, it's not only the bank institutions. Of course, the banks we still need, but we can go beyond bank, di ba? Yun eh, and that's the important thing about that. And I'm very thankful for you for sharing that piece today. So yun naman.
Thank
So
you. Yeah, galing ah.
yeah, yeah. So right now, as a financial advisor, what are your common challenges? Like, is it with your clients? For example, you're talking to them, yun na nga, educating them that they need insurance. What's the common struggle right now?
Oh, currently in my practice, common struggles for me is number one, yung initial appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because there's this reluctance of Filipinos on talking to people like me, sharing
Mm-hmm.
their, or learning from people in our industry. That
Mm-hmm.
initial yung initial appointment kasi nga they're not used to talking about money. Alam mo yung
Mm-hmm.
it's more of cultural eh. No, nandun na tayo sa
Yeah.
culture na Filipinos don't or has a hesitation of talking about money, right? Ano
Mm-hmm.
yung culture natin? No? It's really embedded in our roots kasi doon ang pinaka-challenge namin kasi 'di ba? Growing up, wag ang sinasabi nila, wag pinag-aawayan ang pera. Wag pinag-uusapan pera, 'di ba? Growing
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
those are the words. So,
Mm-hmm.
tayo, yung mga mag-asawa, sabi ko nga tinatanong ko lagi ito I usually ask more difficult questions for my clients. Not common questions like, mag-asawa kayo, alam mo ba yung income ng asawa mo? How
Mm-hmm.
much is your, spouse earning? Hindi eh.
Mm-hmm.
Wala ganun,
Mm-hmm.
bihira. Bihira kasi nga,
Mm-hmm.
hindi natin pinag-uusapan about pera. Very sad. Our counterparts
Mm-hmm.
talk about money 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
Tayo 4 hours a month. Mag-aaway pa, no? Mag-aaway pa.
Oo, 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 oo.
'Di ba? Pag-aawayin pa yung
Oo.
pera. So, it's very crucial talaga for us Filipinos to learn about personal finance and reduce the hesitancy on talking about it kasi it's really very important in our life. 'Di ba? Yung iba nga relationships are torn because of these kinds of problems.
Yeah.
'Di ba, no? It's really an impact, no? So maraming aspects of our lives that we need monetary um, help, no? So parang ganoon siya. So that's one challenge. Number two is yung let them change their paradigm of saving to investing.
Mhm.
Di ba, no? All of Filipinos, ang daming Pilipino na may bank account. Pero very handful of our citizens are into investing.
Yeah.
Parang gano'n siya. So very sad, very sad. So alam naman natin ang nangyayari ngayon is 'di ba no, walang yumaman. Walang yumaman sa nag-ipon sa bangko.
Yes. Of course, because
Tama ba?
as we know
Yeah.
nga, 'di ba, when you just save your money right now in the bank, siguro I guess you're being given good interest na if you're more than 1%, but I know 0.25, I think 0.25 to 0.5 right now annually. But if you see
Annually.
but if you see nga if you compare um if you check the inflation rate, definitely it's very, very high. So meaning if you have only a few interests annually, but the inflation rate, let's say, is around 5 or 6 yearly, so definitely your savings actually it's not increasing. It's actually declining. So, di ba? But if you
Correct.
invest your money, for example, yeah, insurance. I'm sure insurance, almost all of insurance company right now, and um has at least an increase of around 4 to 10% or more. So I think that is what you call investment already because you go beyond inflation. So that's good, di ba? So yun. And I think what you're telling right now is very good because our audience are really being more educated right now with in terms of from savings to investing. So galing, galing. Thank you very
Thank
much for
you.
opening that
Galing. Oo, I mean, napakasimple lang talaga nung yung gap. Ang simple na nung gap
Mhm,
nung
mhm.
dapat ma-cross talaga nating you know, yung population natin. The shift of savings to investment. I'm not saying I don't tell my clients na hey, give me or transfer all your savings
Oo.
to me. Hindi ganoon, no? Mali 'yun.
Definitely
So
naman,
you still
definitely not naman.
yeah, you still have your savings but you have to do you have to do investing kasi
Mm.
when you invest no it's buying time not to work in the future.
Yes, yes.
It's buying time not
Part
to work for in the future kasi
part building your passive income, no? Mga ganun.
exactly, you're very true. So
Mhm.
tawag dito passive income is really needed kasi you cannot work every day. Sabi ko nga sa mga clients ko, client, alam mo ba na if
Mhm.
you're working today you will retire
Mhm.
one day. That day will
Yeah.
come. For some, it's
Yep.
20 years. For some, it's just around the corner. So
That's
you
true.
have to do
That's
this. Yes,
You have to prepare. Yeah, yun.
you
So,
have to prepare. Yes.
so from being a pharmaceutical person now
Mhm.
insurance, how did the pivot kasi that's actually the title of our episode nga, di ba? Parang it's not too late to pivot in life. You pivoted after 15 years. Imagine if you're in the pharmaceutical industry, 15 years is kumbaga awardee ka na, you've established a lot na rin, di ba? Parang ganyan, yeah, if you're in the pharma industry 15 years. Um how hard is the pivot? How hard is the pivot going to a different industry? I'm asking this, of course, to inspire others that they can still pivot in life.
Very good question, no? So let me share with you, no, sa ano natin. The mahirap siya in a way, but
Mm-hmm.
the goal is bigger, eh, no?
Mm-hmm.
If you know your why, no,
Mm-hmm.
the how, no, the how will follow.
Mm-hmm.
Parang ganun na ganun nangyari sa akin. Because I have this dream, I have this, I have this goal. So, and my current situation cannot provide me or cannot,
Mm-hmm.
propel me to reach the goals. You have to pivot
Mm-hmm.
yourself. It's never too
Mm-hmm.
late. Why? Because everybody has their own time timeline, no?
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that, no? Diba?
Mm-hmm.
KFC, 60s na siya naging parang gano'n siya. So
Yeah.
na-inspire din ako kay KFC. So,
KFC. Yeah. I think
'di ba,
60
no?
plus, no?
60
Mm-hmm.
plus na siya naging successful, 'di
Mm-hmm.
ba? So, yung
Mm-mm.
mga iba dyan
Yeah.
na nagtatransfer, okay lang dyan. You have to find your
Mm-mm.
Ikigai. You have to,
Mm-mm.
it's not always, no? It's good to blossom where you are planted, sabi nga nila. But
Mm-mm.
until you find the right spot for you,
Mm-hmm.
no? You'll never blossom. Kasi if ever you're
Yeah.
planted in a shallow, in a sand, no? Tapos umulan, wala ka na. Something like that,
Mm-mm.
no? So,
Yeah.
nung
Yeah.
akin, there were sacrifices. I was working 9 to 5, 9 to 6. But those are the things that would pay the bills. What you
Yeah.
do in 8 to 5 will pay the bills. But what you do after, no? What you do after the 9 to 10 or no, the
The
6 to
nine,
10.
the six to
So,
10. Yeah.
the 6 to 10 will propel you to the next level for this
Yeah.
entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
It will pivot you to uh, from employment, no, to entrepreneur. Parang gano'n siya. So,
That's good.
the 6 to 10 will provide you closer, will propel you, will provide you the means to reach your goal. But habang ginagawa mo 'yon, merong bills, right? Kakain
Of
ka,
course. Of
papagas
course.
ka, 'di ba may bills. So,
Mm-mm.
'yun yung 8 to 5 mo. So,
Yeah.
mahirap siya, yes, kasi may sacrifice eh. You have to work your 8 to 5, tas meron ka pang yung dreams, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the 6 to 10. So,
Mm-hmm.
habang hindi ka pa nakakaroon ng, you're finding your tawag dito, fertilized soil for you to be planted. Gawin lang yung both. So there will be sacrifices. So what I did, no, from triathlon, di ba? Sabi ko nga, nagka-triathlon ako, no? The training was time consuming. But ano yung mga
Mm-hmm.
sacrifices ko? So ang sacrifices ko, when I pivoted, I lessened my triathlon career. Yung
Yeah.
mga training natin. So
Mm-hmm.
I go out to my friends lesser, yung mga
Mm-hmm.
hangouts, yung mga night outs, so mga
Mm-hmm.
overnights, yung mga ganyan, mga gimmick. So
Yep.
sinacrifice ko siya kasi I was doing something for myself. Parang gano'n
That's
siya. So
great.
sabi
That's
nga
great.
nila, 'di ba? Parang gano'n siya. Yun yung mga sacrifices. So
Yeah. Ano yan
hindi
eh.
ka gimmick.
As we know, triathlon, it's a discipline sport. So I guess you
Exactly.
discipline yourself not only with the sports, but you discipline yourself also with your extracurricular activities. Yun ang
Exactly.
nangyari. Ano?
Exactly.
Galing.
That's
Okay.
very true, no?
Okay,
Yun
sige.
yung
One last
naging ano ko.
question before
Sige,
before we take a break, Mark. Yun.
sure.
We know naman na we know transitions are really difficult. There's always a fear of the unknown because although you come from a family who's in the financial institutions or institution, yung mga financial advisors also as parent for yung parents mo. How did you handle the fear of transforming to a transforming to a different person for the different job that you need to handle now?
Nice. Ang galing mo, ah. That's a good question, ano? And um, ang ginawa ko kasi, that- yung mga fear na yon, I see to myself, no? I take it upon myself to find mentors, no?
Oh, great.
Magkaroon ako ng
Find
mentors
mentors.
kasi nga, parang be with the people who did it already, who did the in this the career successfully. So para yung learning curve mo maliit and yung
Yep.
margin for error or mistakes along the way will be slimmer. So
Yeah.
if you cut
That's right.
the opportunity for you to make mistakes, that will translate to a better outcome. Eh. Di ba? Parang, huy, paano ba ginawa to? Paano ba ginawa to?
Yeah.
So, nakikita mo yung iba na, uy, wag mo gawin to. Alam mo, there are two ways of, na very impactful. The one is what not to do and what to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? Di ba?
Yeah.
If, miski 50% lang yun, ma-advisean ka ng mga mentors mo na, hey, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
Ang laking advantage na kasi, yung mistake for you, the opportunity for you to make mistakes are lesser.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Because
So, parang
they've undergone this through the years already.
exactly.
Parang that's the question na parang what's the difference of doing it by yourself, DIY, and having a mentor or a coach? I always tell
Exactly.
one thing lang naman parang You have the same big goal, but this time, going from point A to B, diba? If it take you, for example, 5 years, bakit will take you lang for 3 months? So, what will you choose? Choose your poison. Hindi nga poison yun. Choose what
Choose your hard. Oh, choose your hard nga,
di
di
ba?
ba?
Kaya nga, di ba?
Exactly. Very good point, no?
So,
Very
yun.
good point. So, ganun din yung mga that's how I eliminated the fear of the unknown of paano ba to?
It's
Am I
great.
going to be successful? I'm going, you know. And I always believe na when you are when you're in the industry, when you are new in the industry,
Mm-mm.
always be, you know, always be the wrong person, you know, or always be
Mm-mm.
the lowest person in the room.
Mm-mm.
You know? That's the most opportunity for you to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Kung ikaw yung pinakamagaling doon, you're at the wrong room.
Yes, so,
Di ba?
di ba?
Tama?
Ano
So,
nga,
ganun siya.
ano nga, the person who always asks the question, parang that is the person who will know more. Di ba? Yung mga ganun
Yes.
eh. Parang
So,
you need to be, kaya sabi nga nila parang, di ba, everything you learned in kindergarten. But actually, what it really means is that, you ask, you keep on asking because you need to learn eh. Parang ganun, yun lang naman
exactly.
yan.
Exactly. So,
Great.
be
Okay.
be the, yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Sige. So yun nga, building on that, no, another thing that helped me conquer the fear of the unknown, no, is to siyempre, divine intervention. So I prayed a lot,
Yeah,
and
good, good. That's,
siyempre, um,
of course, faith.
dapat talaga i-incorporate natin or incorporate natin finding the searching for the kingdom and everything shall be added, no? So parang gano'n siya. So yung divine intervention with the help of the Holy Spirit na
Yeah, that's great.
align sa will ni Lord para sa iyo. So
Of
parang gano'n
course.
siya. So
Yeah,
isa
of
yun
course,
din,
we need
isa very
to ask for
important.
kumbaga, divine guidance, diba? Grace and
Exactly.
mercy from
Agree
God.
ako diyan. Oo, agree ako diyan.
Okay, sige. Okay, thank you very much, Mark. Just stay put there. I will just have a break right now. Of course, we need to
Sure.
thank to our sponsors. Okay. Okay, the cliche health is wealth is true after we witnessed that had happened to other people, family, and friends during the COVID surge and even in present times. May we have a renewed awareness that each day is a gift, each day we get older, and each day we can show kindness to our bodies. So let's take Celergen from Switzerland, your edge in everyday life. And of course, for your creative marketing and communication needs, please do follow the social media accounts of DPF. They are an events company. They're creative marketing communications, and of course, they do their works beyond the usual.
Greenfield District, the future-ready district, home to Greenfield Tower. With its state-of-the-art fiber optic internet backbone, connectivity is built right into residences like Twin Oaks Place. 15 flourishing hectares right at the heart of Metro Manila, so that at work and at play, we can plant a future where dreams grow. Greenfield District, the future-ready district.
The new channel is an online alternative, new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. And of course, please do watch Win Within on TNC every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. with yours truly, Coach Erwin Ursua. You can watch live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC Now. For sponsorship, please email now at thenewchannel.com or send us a DM. Enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them for you. Okay, share the goodness of everyday wellness this Christmas season. Of course, share Cellergen Switzerland through our distributor, CPE, the registered distributor of Cellergen Switzerland. And of course, Cellergen Switzerland CPE has their Bare Months promo. It's available in 15 boxes, 6 boxes, and 2 boxes. So this actually comes in limited stocks only. So please do order. And also they do have a Christmas care pack. The Christmas care package. So give love this Christmas, and of course give love through giving Cellergen of Switzerland. The Christmas care package is made of 2 Cellergen and 1 Serum Real. Okay, it's available while stocks last. And to order, please order from Liza. You can call or Viber Liza at 0917-519-6437. Yeah, there. Great. Okay, so again, thank you very much to Cellergen CPE, our major sponsor for Win Within on TNC. And with that, I would like to call back again our guest for tonight, Mark.
Hello.
Hello, Mark. How are you? Okay, welcome
Good.
back again to Win Within on
Yes.
TNC, Mark. Mark,
Mhm.
medyo bitin pa rin, I guess, yung mga mga winners natin from our kwentuhan. So, right
Yes.
now, of course, yeah, there. Okay, focusing right now on on you becoming a financial advisor. By the way, you touched point actually a while ago in in being a triathlete. So we associated it already na yun in terms of discipline with the work that you have right now. How does being a triathlete, grabe, full Ironman 3 times pa. So how does it help you right now with the work that you have? I mean, how does it complement?
Mm. Well, being a triathlete and helped me a lot in being successful in what I do right now, because number one, building the discipline is there,
Mm-hmm.
because training for triathlon or for full Ironman distance is there's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. So that thing that helped me a lot in my profession currently is no shortcuts for me. So if you have to do training, you have to do training. You have to provide the time also because hindi siya pwedeng matutunan overnight. It's not that eh. It's the knowledge of the business. No, there's an emotional thing about insurance. No, you don't get it because you have the money. No, because it's for your family. It's a protection of the family. So there's this connection on how to be successful in one's field with it comes to being determined, at saka yung having no shortcuts. So I don't believe in shortcuts exactly, especially in when I do the servicing, when I do the when I provide the service to my clients. No shortcuts, parang yung iba kasi minsan mo appointment tayo, tapos pagdating ng appointment, meron nang pinapakita sa yung proposal. Ha? Parang mo nakuha yung proposal. Ready na. Ha? Parang mo nakuha yan. Hindi pa nga tayo nag-uusap. Hindi pa yung, parang gano'n, di ba? So, I don't do that. I don't provide proposals up until I had a meeting. Kasi I have to know where you at, no? Where do you want to go? And how do you get there? So, I'll be providing the how do you get there.
Yeah.
Parang,
and I guess
Yes.
I guess
Yes.
the training also, because by the way, winners, I know naman, I just like to refresh, naman also I came from the pharmaceutical industry. Kumbaga, di ba? Parang it's parang you need to probe more first. Parang ganun di ba? So probing is part of sales. So, and then that's the time, after probing, that's the time you do your strategy, or actually strategies for sales. But in terms of insurance, I guess that's the time that, choosing the best product, I guess, which is best for the client.
Exactly. So parang ang hirap naman noon, para kang pumunta sa doktor, no? Pag upo mo, may reseta na.
Oo, di ba? Parang,
di ba? So, something like that.
Hindi naman pwedeng gano'n.
Hindi pwedeng gano'n. So, I have to tailor fit also the how from the where.
From the where.
From the where. Where do you want to go? Ano yung goal mo, Mr. Client? So, I have to design something for you kasi iba-iba yung sitwasyon mo eh. Iba yung family dynamics. That's one I put into that to the account in designing the plans that I provide my clients. Yung family dynamics. What is correct for your family? What is true to your family? No? It doesn't mean na tama sa isang pamilya. Kapag in-apply natin sa pamilya, tama din. Yeah. So there's a unique something. There's something always unique in one family. Kaya hindi dapat parehas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I believe in that naman. So, as a financial advisor, you're an associate unit manager. You've actually achieved one of the top goal of a financial advisor, which is MDRT. Can you expound on that MDRT? Just a refresher to our winners, and then at the same time, what were the good things that you did in order to achieve this MDRT award, not only once, not only twice, but 3 times?
Okay, so a brief background there. When I started in this industry, hindi ko alam yung MDRT. Ano ba yung MDRT na yan? So ano ba yan? Ba't ba gustong-gusto nila? No? So I was doing my thing, I was doing my training hanggang sa, eventually, nakita ko, ganun pala yung MDRT. It's the, top 1% of the financial practitioners all over the world. So it's a global recognition for you to have to be qualified for MDRT. So ano yung ginawa ko? So syempre, sa una, I have my friends, I have my relatives. Sino muna yung mga o-offeran mo ng services mo? So up until na nakikita ko yung iba nag-MDRT year on year. So na-curious din ako. So how? So when I know the how, so ginawa ko din siya. It has to be intentional eh. It has to, hindi yung pwedeng mangyayari na lang. No, para pag-isip mo MDRT ka na. Hindi talaga 'yun eh. So it's very intentional for me to reach MDRT. So ano yung mga ginawa ko? Number one, from this level of clients, no? May mga clients ka na entry level, di ba? Parang ganoon naman, no? May mga lifestyle yan, may mga class C, class B, upper B, mga ganoon. So one thing I did na learn ko sa mga mentors ko was to upgrade, prospect up ang tinatawag namin. Kung ang prospect mo puros empleyado. So ito lang yung capacity nila. Tama, no? So for you to fast track your MDRT qualification, you have to prospect up. Dapat yung prospect mo mas tumaas, yung mga tipong CEO na, business owner,
Higher profile.
or yung tinatawag naming high network clients. Yes. So for me to reach that, so you have to, change the aura, change the facade, 'di ba? So sabi nga nila, if you want to be with the eagles, be like one. So ano ba yung mga pinupuntahan nila? Ano ba yung sinusuot nila? Ano ba yung itsura nila? No? So sa sales kasi it's first impression talaga is how you look.
Yep.
Diba? It's how you look, no? Kaya makikita nyo ba yung mga relationship manager sa bangko? Diba? Walang pangit, walang maliit, no? Diba? Parang ganun siya. Kasi nga, we're talking about money, tapos dugyot yung looking ka, hindi ka papansin ng kliyente. So you have to dress the role. Number one, you have to dress the role. You have to know your basics. You have to know more than the basics. Kasi mamaya, you'll come across a high network who was very into investing, into stock market, into, maraming kinds of, opportunity, financial investment. Dapat, alam mo din yung mga ganong usapan. So you can share, no? And number two is, you have to also put something different on the table. Kasi how can yun ang ginawa ko. I won't be like the last financial advisor you have talked to. So that's yun ang mga advantage. No? Some of the things that I differentiate myself with others kasi is I really ask the more difficult questions.
Wow, that's great.
The more difficult questions. Like, yung mga, kasi iba, namatay. Alam mo yung mga ganong, di ba? Hindi na nandoon yung mga ganong level eh. So, you have to upgrade yourself also on the knowledge and sharing. Kasi most likely, yung mga high network na yan, marami na rin nakausap na katulad mo. So, bakit ikaw ang kukunin? Bakit ka bibigyan ng opportunity for them to give their time and listen to you? Diba? So parang number one is good service. So dapat referable ka. Dapat meron kang high net na ang ganda ng service mo for you to be referred to their circle. You have to be there. So parang ganun siya. Yung service mo talaga is number one. Kasi minsan parehas lang kayo. Pero isa naman, happy birthday. Hindi mo lang mag-happy birthday sa kliyente niya after ilang sale. Birthday ng anak ko, ganyan. So I do the extra mile of reminding them of dates, birthday ng anak. So all of the life's milestones, I'll make sure I'll get in touch with them. I'll be there or mag-greet ako or magsasend ako ng something. Para,
that's great.
that's how I entered the high network. So by doing that, I was able to reach my first MDRT. Then, repeat mo lang. So sabi ko na, dapat i-repeat natin to. Baka sabihin, tsamba. Di ba? Tsamba. Isang kliyente lang yan na malaking-malaki talaga. Kaya ka nag-MDRT. So I did it. Sabi ko, hindi pwedeng tsamba to. Para So I proved it na I qualified back to back. So, hindi na tsamba siguro yun. No? So, parang ganun siya. So yun ang mga ginawa ko for me to reach MDRT.
That's great. Huh? Okay. Just a few questions na lang because grabe, ang sarap ng kwentuhan natin. 1 hour na agad.
Oo nga. No way, talaga.
Oo nga. Okay. We know that yun nga, you pivoted from pharma to the insurance industry. at first, when you were still starting, what were the common what were the common failures that you encountered? But later on, you were able also to kumbaga uh, tweak it and then make it a win after all.
Oh, very timely ang mga question mo. Well,
Mm-mm.
when I was starting, alam mo ba, rejection, I was eating rejections left and right, breakfast,
Wow.
noon, and lunch, no? Sabi nga namin,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have rejections, you won't be successful. So sabi ko, sige, bring
Mm-hmm.
it on, ganun pala, no?
Mm-mm.
Paramihan ng rejection. So, what I did, yung mga tipong, meron ka lang kliyente, nag-base ka na, nagpunta ka na, doon ka na sa venue, ready ka na, tapos, 30 minutes ka na naghihintay, sasabihin sa'yo, I cannot make it.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? So, yung mga ganong challenge. Number 2, yung kukuha na. Biglang mamaya hindi na magpaparamdam.
Oh,
Maraming
wow.
challenges, ano? Maraming challenges.
Mm-mm.
So, number 3 is, when I was starting, I came to a point na, alam mo yung may mga clients na magpapapresent lang sa'yo, tapos wala naman
Mm-hmm.
talagang intention. So,
Intention.
yun yung mga difficulty, no, in my profession when I was starting.
Mm-mm.
But how was I able to conquer it, or how was I able to improve that? Number 1 is be the best of myself. Number 2 is
Mm-hmm.
yung kasi dito sa industry namin patagalan eh. Patagalan in
Mm-hmm.
such a way na minsan kasi there's this cycle. Nag-appointment ka, lalo na kapag first time ka, uy, parang si Mark, financial advisor na, bakit? Diba dating medrep yan, ganyan.
Mm-mm.
Hindi ka muna
Mm-mm.
napapansinin. Kasi baka mamaya, iniisip nila, hindi ka naman tatagal dyan.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi ka naman seryoso, parang season lang yan, etchos lang yan, parang gano'n.
Mm-mm.
So what I did was, I improved myself, yung to better myself in the industry. I learned a lot, training, everything, no? Find a mentor. Tapos, nung nakikita nila na nag-a-achieve na ako little by little, yung mga small achievement, popost ko yan hanggang sa yung mga malakihang achievement na. So, nakikita nila that I'm excelling. Yung mga
Yeah.
nag-reject sa akin before, tama, ano?
Yeah.
Ay, nag-excel si Mark doon, tsaka parang ang saya niya, nagta-travel na siya, ganyan. So,
Mm-mm.
one thing is to create a noise wherein your clients can hear it even though they don't see you.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, achieve more than is expected. So makita nila na
Mm-hmm.
you're excelling. So nagkakaroon ka na ngayon ng credibility because there are clients who are trusting you with their portfolio. So yung mga nag-reject sa'yo before, makita, uy, parang nandun pa rin si Mark. So ngayon, dahil nandito ka pa, minsan yung mga nag-reject sa'yo before, sila yung tatawag. Uy, Mark, ready na
Yeah.
ako.
That's
Yan. So,
great,
pero
di
yung
ba?
pala, yung iba, tinetesting ka lang. Na, ay, hindi pa masyadong, baka first client ako. Alam mo yan? Di ba, parang,
Yeah.
baka ako yung first client. Ayoko muna. So, yung mga, yung
Mm-hmm.
mga common actually. But, as you go along with the business, you'll mature and you'll meet a
Yeah,
lot of
definitely.
challenges and rejection. That will toughen you up And,
Yeah.
we'll see na may kita nila na, uy, okay tong si Mark, nandito pa rin. And post ka na nagtitraining ka, yung mga ganon. So, you're improving yourself, sharpening the saw
Mm-mm.
for you to provide a good service to your
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. As you were sharing, I remember
Yeah.
because I also did a team building.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, one team building for a Pru Life group. I forgot the name of the group, but they're from the south. They're in the Alabang area. I asked kasi one of the financial advisors. Like, so when you go to when you go to a client, so what do you say? Parang, oh, sige nga daw, it's pre-need, they need it if there's something happened to them, ganon. Um, if they die, ganun nga. So the family will receive something. Sabi ko, well, I guess that's right. But what if, sabi ko nga about, what if the client doesn't want to die yet? Diba? Parang ganun. What if the client doesn't want to die yet? How will you approach it? So wala na siya. Hindi na niya nasagot. But ayun, I shared ka na parang, of course, you're still an investment. So share the investment part. So sabi ko nga, you need to be, ano talaga eh, you need to be keen on the needs of the client. And then I guess that's what you are doing. Parang you are really finding what can give value more to your clients. And I
Exactly.
like I like the way that I like the way that parang you told us na yun value for a while ago, the values that you can share, and
Mm-hmm.
also the strategies on how you overcome failures. And actually ano naman yan the failures actually really comes in handy. In fact, ano nga sabi nila, 'di ba? Failures actually are your backbone. It was also part of your success, 'di ba? Without failures, definitely you won't reach success, because from failures you will learn a lot. So,
Exactly.
yun naman yan. From failures you will learn.
Exactly. Oo,
So,
tagang
yan.
failure is part of success. It's an
Yes.
ingredient, no? It's an
Instant
ingredient.
ingredient. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ingredient
Okay,
of
nako,
success.
thank you, Mark, for sharing your time. Before we let you go, nako, grabe, can we hear your winning words or inspiring words to our winners audience, especially for those who would like, to have their life transformation right now. They're still contemplating, do I need to change career, or I need to pivot in life. What transformation do I need to do, or something like that, that would inspire them, that they just need to follow their dreams.
Mhm. Sige. Well, again, Erwin, thank you for having me, and to our audience, not to our audience right this evening. My parting words would be, as a pivot in my life, I'd like to share with you also na if you're in a season in your life wherein you think you're lost, you think nothing is happening, and you think you hit rock bottom. Never lose hope. Number one, never lose hope, and just reassess your goals, what you need, what you want, and how you need it. Find mentors, and there will be sacrifices definitely. Kasi wala namang taong naging successful na talagang walang sacrifice. And never think that you can do it alone. You need other people's help, no, like your mentors. You learn from them. And once you already establish that, one thing that I can advise is the one thing I can advise is that success is not a comfortable feeling. No? Success is not a comfortable. You have to be with you have to be comfortable of being uncomfortable for you to reach your for, for you to be successful in life. And last thing, you'll never know you have wings until you jump.
Yeah.
So you have to decide also. You have to execute. Hindi pwede nagplano ka lang. Execution is very much important when you want to succeed also in life. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. The last one, sabi nga nila, ano yan, I can add on that. Parang,
Sure.
if you want to rise up, take the risk or take a risk. Diba?
Yes.
If you
Oo,
don't take a
totoo
risk,
yan.
definitely it's hard to rise up. Parang ano lang yan. If you're
Exactly.
in your if you're in your comfort zone, never you will
Exactly.
go to your growth zone without doing anything something new. Di ba? Parang yun lang
Agree.
naman yun.
Agree.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so
Well said, Erwin.
grabe.
Well said.
Oo. Thank
Galing.
you very much, Mark. And how can they reach you if
Oh,
they would like to seek your financial advice?
okay. If there's
And of course,
any yeah, if there's any one of you are interested to for me to share my services, no, you can reach me to my FB account, which is Mark Mercado. So, and
mhm,
through my mobile phone, which is 0917-872-6275.
mhm.
So that's
Okay.
0917-872-6275. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put that also in the comment section later on. So winners, if you
Okay,
are
thank you.
interested to get the services of Mark, of course, definitely a 3 MDR 3 MDRT. So you know if a 3 MDRT does the service, you know what you're gonna get. That's a 5-star service. Di ba?
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. There's an edge. There's really an edge for the service.
Okay. So thank you very, very much, Mark. Oh, before we let you go, Mark, can we
Thank you.
yan, ask you to to do the win within hand
Sure.
sign. Yan, okay?
Yes.
Direct, can you take a picture now? Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
Thank you,
yeah,
Mark.
you are welcome,
Okay.
Erwin. So thank you very
Okay.
much for having me. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Okay, another episode done today, and of course, I hope you did learn a lot, not only how to pivot in life, even though it's late in your if you think it's late already in your life cycle, and at the same time, you also learned a lot about financial investments and almost a lot of finances. So thank you very much for joining me again tonight. Of course, there's another good episode this coming Wednesday, so do join me again 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. here in Win Within on TNC. But before we go, I would just like to show you our social media platforms. If you would like to follow me, of course, in LinkedIn, um, you can follow me linkedin.com/in/Erwin Ursua, our Win Within Professional Coaching and Consultancy also page. And in FB, fb.com/Erwin Ursua, Win Within Professional Coaching and Consultancy. And of course, at Instagram, Erwin Y. Ursua. And if you'd like to email me through coacherwin@winwithin.com.ph. I also have a Calendly account, calendly.com/Erwin Y. Ursua, if you would like to have an appointment with us. And of course, when within professional coaching, of course, we engage with one-on-one and group coaching. That would be life coaching, leadership coaching. We also offer strategic planning, team buildings, and other soft skill workshop that you need in your company. And at the same time, we've already expanded also into social media, website development, and of course, digital marketing. So again, thank you very much, winners, for joining me tonight, and hope to see you again next Wednesday. And always remember that all wins starts from within yourself, and of course, if you're in an organization, within your team. So be maximize that, maximize winning within yourself, that maximizing your heart sets, skill sets, and of course, definitely your mindset and habits. Okay. So thank you very much. God bless all of you. Happy Wednesday. Win within.